Tell me, what brings you to the end of the world?
Just give us a sample of your DNA, Maestro. We'll stop you from ever turning into... this.
You think the radiation is what sickened me? No! It was our inevitable failure. Destiny's unforgiving hand, beating us to the ground.
So that's a no on the sample then, huh?
They must be joking.
Wrecked!
The inevitable.
What's going on, everybody? Great Flood here, and welcome back to Marvel's Avengers. So we're just over here looking at this gorgeous Wakanda view. Got the Kratos the Red Eyes White Panther Kratos edition. I'm just saying, Christopher Judge voiced Kratos in God of War. He voiced King T'Challa in, King T'Challa in Marvel's Avengers. So, I mean, you can't really have this build without calling it the God of War Panther. I'm absolutely in love with it, guys. Yeah. So that first clip that you guys saw was a look at some of the crazy things that I've been doing with this build. This build is absolutely insane. I actually completed the Vibranium event. I've been working on my Black Panther even more. I got him up to a power level of 146 because I took out the Kamoya beads and I replaced it with a Sacred Norn Stone of Lethal Will, which gives me a damage boost, especially after I already activate my Bass Chosen and also my Percussive Blast with my intrinsic ability or my intrinsic power. It's absolutely insane. But the main achievement or the main jewel of this whole build reflects on this right here, which is Nahanda's armor. This is absolutely broken, without a doubt. This right here, your damage is pretty much times 10. It's through the roof, especially after you activate your blast. And also your your percussive blast and your best chosen, and also your damage boost as well, especially for fighting like bosses, like Maestro or Super Saiyan Adaptoid, as I like to call them. It's insane, guys. I have a video at the end of this or so where we're actually taking on the Super Adaptoid. So make sure you stay to the end of this video. This build is absolutely incredible, but this is the jewel right here. If it weren't for this, there wouldn't be no crit max damage or so without it. But we do have the Faultless Buff Claws with the sonic damage that goes with it. Also the chance of critical attacks that grant a damage buff, which is crazy, especially before I got in the Nahanda's armor. And it also increased critical hit chance by signature attacks, which is absolutely just insane. Of course, we got the Sheath of the Ancestors. Now, I got both the exotics after I finished the Vibranium event. It gives you two exotics for your preferred chosen character that you're playing with. the Legacy of the Ancestors and also the Sheath of the Ancestors do both cryo damage. Also, ranged attacks with devastating daggers deal cryo damage as well with the kinetic daggers as well. It gives you a 25% increase in stun status and all normal damage of daggers as well. So I actually threw a dagger, and I'm wanting to say it's because of this also. I had a hit on a guy. It was 30,000 damage with just one dagger. And it's the power throw too, so you got to make sure you hold it down until that thing starts blinking yellow. And of course, you just release it. 30,000 damage just from one dagger, and it was just insane. Of course, you can just spam by tapping it, and you'll still get like a crit one hit chance of totally annihilating your enemies. And I've actually compared this to other exotics as well, and this is by far the strongest. So I'm absolutely loving that as well. This right here, it increases our damage and defense while Bast is chosen, or Bast chosen is active. It increased the duration of Bast chosen by 8.5 seconds, so we get that for a longer duration as well. Also, the melee attacks slowly regenerate willpower while Percussive Blast is active. This is an absolutely insane gear piece to have as well, especially when you want to go for max damage and you want to clear out a room like Thor or Hulk level room. Because let's just face it, before Black Panther got this gear or so, he was pretty weak. So they buffed him pretty much with this armor right here. I think they did this on purpose because I guess, well, I mean, he felt kind of weak for me when I was playing him through the story. I thought there was kind of like, it was kind of weird or so because he was at like a 400 melee and I was at like a level 30 or something like that. But with this right here, you guys won't have a problem at all. So make sure you guys are rocking this Nahanda's armor. I'm just saying, it's a game changer for sure. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna actually show you the skills that I have set for Black Panther also. So starting off with the support heroic ability, we have the Kimoyo Stinger. This takes care of not only enemies around you, but they also take care of the ones that are also blocked. That are blocking or have their shields up, so that's definitely a good one to have. Also, this one as well, the Kimoyo bombs. They pretty much stun and stagger enemies around you in your area. So if you have like a takedown set to where you can gain heroic orbs off these guys, definitely have this on there so that way you can always maintain your heroic status and always be pushing out your ultimates or your heroic abilities as well. Definitely a good one to have as well. Next up, we have the No More Mercy. You get 3 additional spears where you can pretty much either add additional damage or you can attack 3 opposing enemies. I like to use this instead of the other one right here, the Vibranium Spear. I wasn't seeing a whole lot of difference whenever I was attacking foes. But this one, however, this one right here, you go up against one big guy or just a crowd of enemies, especially aerial enemies or so. You can take them out easily with this. If your ranged throwing dagger is not up to par, definitely use this along with this as well. The Your Father's Son. Every hit by the spear grants 10% intrinsic meter. Adds on to your intrinsic meter, so you can actually have that blast. You can also You can also build up your blast more by also parrying as well. So that's definitely something also. I'm sorry, definitely also something good to have. Next up is Panther's Roar. Triggering the ultimate heroic will apply the Mark of a Beast, or I'm sorry, Mark of Beast. The Mark of Bast, debuff all enemies that are in your area. This is also really good to have. When those orbs show up on your enemies, they definitely take a crazy amount of damage as well. With their staggered and they're also triggered as well. Up next is the history of shared. Our history is shared. Triggering the ultimate heroic will grant all nearby foes a burst of energy, which pretty much, if you hit this, your intrinsic meter is already at max. So you can hit that what do you call it? The I'm sorry, Mark of Bast, and then you can also hit that that blast, and it also just not only does it increase your damage, but when you have both of those activated, it's just a damage boost on top of a damage boost. And if you have the Norn uh, Stone of Lethal Will, you can also add that again, or add that if you haven't already, and it'll give you like a 3 times damage boost, and you'll be unstoppable, especially when it comes to bosses. So definitely, I would definitely use that. Um, okay, up next we have our Panther's Pride. Increase the critical attack chance on all light combo finishers by 15%. Especially if you like to, well, yeah, I like to start off my attacks or so with a combo, with a light combo, and work my way up. But usually, I've been actually running and just pouncing. That's where I usually get my most damage. So there's that as well. Increase the damage amount of all pounce attacks by 10%. That is also something really worth having, especially when your pounce is like your most strongest attack, especially when you're running, because sometimes you'll just bounce off those enemies, and that'll create that explosive damage that you've seen when I was fighting Maestro. Up next, we have the Heroic Spirit. Performing takedown generates a heroic orb, like I said, with the intrinsic or the Komoyo beads. Whenever you have those on foes and they're stunned, you just take them all out so you can regain your heroic orb if you've already used your heroic abilities. Up next is the Explosive Present. Swap out dagger thrown in the range combo finisher with a kinetic dagger. Now, the reason why I have this is because this right here supports the kinetic dagger and it deals cryo damage. So I kind of just base that off my sheath. Whatever you have active, of course, you can go that with um, whatever you want. Um, Moving along, we have armor piercing, increase the effect of devastating dagger, debuff by 30%, and the duration each of the dagger remains in the target by 3 seconds. Just another thing you just pretty much want to have whenever you're throwing these daggers, increases that damage overall. Then we got the Panthers Challenge. Increase the critical attack damage dealt from all daggers by 10%. Definitely something you guys want to have on your side, especially when you're throwing these things. Believe me, they will make a difference in the long run. The Connect Armor reduce the amount of damage taken from attack based and amount of intrinsic energy stored up to maximum of 10%. You just want to have as much intrinsic energy stored up as you can, especially when you're going full blast mode and just fighting those stronger enemies and along with those bosses. Definitely makes all the difference in the world. Uh, Up next, we got the Eternal Drum. Increase the amount of intrinsic energy gained when blocking or parrying attacks by 20%. And next, we have increase the damage dealt by all heavy intrinsic attacks by 10%. That's just my way of putting it. Of course, you guys can go with whatever you want to on this. It just depends on your overall game play as how you guys want to play through it. And next, we have increased the damage of the kinetic burst from percussive blast by 15%. I don't know if you guys ever played like the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction or what's another one? The Force Unleashed. Whenever you're doing those Force pulse attacks where you're like pretty much just doing a force explosion. That's kind of a weird something, but pretty much is what your percussive blast is. It's just like a force explosion of energy from your Black Panther, and it totally just wrecks these enemies around you. It's pretty much just like a giant force explosion. So just think of it like that. Um, cool vibrations increase the critical attack chance by 10% and critical attack damage by 10% during the overcharge buff. Just yeah, that I can't explain how great this is because especially when your overcharge buff is at max and that damage you're just bringing out, especially when you've already got the armor that of Nahandra's armor, you just want to have as much critical attack chances as you can, just to put out those max numbers, because it's just insane to watch, especially for boss level enemies as well. Defeating an enemy while overcharge buff is active has a 10% chance to drop a heroic orb. Tougher enemies have a higher chance of triggering the effect. Of course, I always want to have my heroic orbs every time I defeat an enemy. Anytime, any chance I can actually have a heroic orb, I'll definitely go for that. Um, but yeah, guys, that's good one for my skills list. Of course, my champions list. I'm still kind of just experimenting with this stuff, as you will. I heard that this is kind of broken, but I'm just building it up as I go. But I'm putting most of my points towards my critical damage boost and also my critical chance boost, along with these as well, the heroic charge rate and also the perk chance boost as well, especially for my gear pieces and my items. With the blast and the blizzard and all that good stuff. I definitely want to get as much out of these gear pieces as I possibly can. So putting that towards my perks and my heroic charge rates and all that stuff is definitely a no-brainer. But that's my build, guys. I hope you enjoy this gameplay that you're about to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put uh, a clip of me and the guys that I was playing with, and we were going for this super adaptoid. This is before I put on Nahandra's armor and the rest of these other gear pieces. So I hope you enjoy this, and of course I have the rematch or show at the very end of the video with Nahandra's armor and the legacy and all the good stuff that you see right here. So this is my max build. This is my Red Eyes White Panther, God of War Panther, however you want to phrase them. I'm just going to stick with God of War Panther. But I hope you enjoy this video.
Control of the bridge. Yeah. We can't open it again unless we get it back.
Please just hang on.
Yeah.
How about a rain check?
Yes, look how much life is gone from that nigga. Keep hitting him. Yeah, he marked, bro. The mark ain't gonna never go away. Somebody pick up your.
Oh no!
All right, I'm on the
that's
way.
shield.
I'm on the way.
I am here to help.
It's everything.
Oh my gosh!
Panther still needs your help.
Oh, get the bubble. Get the bubble. Whew. Alright.
Oh my gosh!
Somebody pick him up, pick him up. Oh, for sure. I'm on it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn it, they got me. I tried to get out. Oh, get the bubble. Revive him in the bubble. Don't fuck me. Wait till it's over with.
Oh
he
my
ran in the
god.
bubble. He ran in the bubble. He said, fuck all that.
Awesome.
Yeah, let me get them oil these out. We need everybody we can out here on these streets.
Good God.
Is it everybody? Oh no.
Not yet. Yep.
Okay. Oh my god! That niggas gang bang me. They all rush me like nigga. God, they fucking me up. God. Like you the last one.
No.
You the last one left.
No. Taking out that turret.
Get in the bubble. Yeah, because somebody else should have got a Thor too. Everybody couldn't be Black Panther, but shit, you never know until you try. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. No!
God. Oh my gosh. Wow.
This new Killbot is a big Avengers fan.
I'll put this on YouTube and say how many Panthers does it take to take down one robot.
AIM has control of the bridge.
Oh no!
Unless we get it back.
Damage every time I throw one of these things. This is it! He's ours! Woo!
Oh my God. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, man. Oh, no. Woo! Yeah.